Welcome to Pension Wise. My name is Beauty Kekeli Papu. So today on our podcast we have an expert, Mr. Perry Kwejo Asare. And before we dive into the main topic, I would like him to talk about himself and his background in pension planning and retirement. So Mr. Perry, can you tell us something about your background and what you do with pension planning?
All right, thank you very much. As you said, my name is Perry Kwejo Asare. I've worked in the pension industry almost 15 years now, and then I had the opportunity to rise from being a field officer through to become a business development officer.
Okay, nice. Okay, so Mr. Perry, would like you to tell us common challenges retirees face when planning pension or retirement.
All right, thank you very much. Who then is a retiree? Retiree is someone who has ceased to work and has attained the age of 60 years. So per the laws of Ghana, when you attain 60 years, you can go on retirement, and that you are no more working, you are not in active service. So that person is classified as a retiree. And it means that the person will be taking some contribution or monthly benefit from SNET, provided the person has been able to attain the 180 months period. Okay, so some of the challenges retirees face is that in the course of their working life, the work they do normally contribute to some of these challenges, because someone is paid a very small salary, and that this salary is what sum up for the person to be given a retirement benefit. And realize that when they go on retirement, they don't earn much, they earn very small amounts. And some of them also, what they do is that they prefer to be given a lot of allowances instead of the salary, and so hence their inability to get a very good pension when they go on retirement.
So we have one of our colleagues who wants to ask a question concerning what Mr. Perry just said. Okay.
So I'm concerned about outliving my pension. So my question is, how do I ensure that I have enough funds to sustain me when I'm on retirement?
All right, thank you very much. And I think it's a good question. You realize that the Pension Act of Ghana, Act 766, has been revised and has given contributed opportunities to get good retirement benefits, because you have tier 1, tier 2, and a tier 3. The tier 1 and the tier 2, per the laws of Ghana, you can't increase the contribution you have. But what advantage they can take is that they can look at the tier 3, which is a voluntary contribution. So you have some of these trustees who run the tier 3. Now you have opportunity of contributing any amount you want to, you so wish. And that's because the tier 1 and the tier 2 is fixed in terms of percentage. Most people that I know that we have been working with who contribute towards tier 1 and tier 2 are bringing much of their money to the 3 because they stand a chance of getting more money. When you look at the calculation for most especially the tier 1, it's a bit different. But those who are operating the tier 3 normally give monthly interest, and these interests are not on simple interest but rather on compound interest, which then means that any amount you pay is added to the balance you have, and so it is not only charged on the money you pay in the course of the month. What people can also do is that in the course of their working life, when they are strong, they should be able to have a very good salary negotiation for their employers to be able to give them more salary than giving them allowances, because these allowances we don't charge Senate on it, and that when the salary is very huge, hence they will be able to get quite an appreciable lump sum and also a retirement benefit when they go on retirement.
Thank you on that, Mr. Perry. So my next question is, why is it important, or what is the essence of you planning your pension in an early stage of your life?
All right, so thank you very, very much. And this question, you can only plan your pension when you are working, most of the times when you are working. And so when someone starts to work early in life, the person is able to have a longer period of a number of years to be able to contribute to pension.
Okay, thank you for that, Mr. Asari. So we shouldn't rely on our children. That means we being young, we should try and plan towards our pension so that when we grow, we'll not depend on our children. That's the last take I took from Mr. Asari. So the next question I'll ask you, Mr. Asari, what factors should retirees consider when selecting pension plans?
Okay, thank you very much. When you look at the tier 2 and tier 1, when you look at the tier 1, someone cannot choose tier 1 because per the Act of Parliament, it's compulsory for the employer to pay for the person. But they can look at the tier 2, which is operated by trustees, and that they should look at the financial masses of the trustee, how long they have operating, and in terms of capital, in terms of the money, whether they have a very huge amount in their coffers. They should look at the trustee that's not necessarily having the name, but who has been in the industry for a longer period of time, because they believe and the trust is there. Because for instance, we have been in existence for so many years, and so in terms of trust, the trust is there. What you have to do is that go to any trustees, let them give you an education or insight on pension, and then and also you'll be in a position to know the benefit you stand a chance of getting when you go on retirement. Because if you are in your 30s, the thing is that you are very strong, do you understand, and that you have the willpower to be able to work for a longer period of time. When someone who is 30 has the opportunity to contribute for 30 years, you are supposed to contribute for at least 180 months before someone will qualify for the monthly pension, which is approximately 15 years of the person's life. And so if you are 30 and you are contributing for 50 years, 45, you have additional 15 years to top up to that pension.
Thank you. So we have one person here who wants to ask a question, Francisca. So Francisca, please ask your question. Mr. Asari is ready.
Okay, Mr. Asari, I would love to know the difference between defined benefit and defined contribution pension plan.
Okay, so in terms of defined pension benefits, what it has to do is that it is normally based on the salary you are given. Okay, that when you are given a huge amount of salary, the probability is that, or the thinking is that, when you go on retirement, you get a very good pension as compared to someone who is taking a very small salary. So assuming you are working in an oil company where they pay very huge salaries, that person stands a chance of getting very, very, very huge amount in terms of pension. You do understand? So the defined benefit is a matter of the salary the person is given. But on the other, on the contribution pension or defined contribution, you're also looking at how much the employer and yourself is capable of paying. Do you understand? And putting it in a particular investment over a period of time. Do you understand? So that is the two key difference between the defined pension and the defined contribution.
Thank you so much, Mr. Asari. You have really said a lot, and we are impressed because we have broadened our knowledge on the pension planning now, and that's good. I also learned that the voluntary pension planning scheme is more beneficial because with that one you get more money. They give you more because you're able to save more. So even when you are planning your pension, you have to choose a pension scheme that will favor you in the future. Probably you can do the 3 so that when you grow, you don't have to go through a lot. Okay, so thank you everyone. And our podcast ends here, pension wise. With that, here. Thank you.